Hello. Welcome to the show. Redskins don't have a QB plan. Jay Gruden, when asked who's starting for week 5, we don't have one right now. Hey, Jay Gruden, what a guy. Let's not get off track though. That's a disaster. All right, what a week 4 it was. Again, just like every week so far, come down to Monday night game. Couple games come down to Monday night. I don't know about y'all, but I find it pretty exciting. Now, let's get right into this. The Battle of the Bitches. What are the odds the Battle of the Bitches ends in a fucking tie? I don't even know what to say, honestly. I'm baffled. I really am baffled. As you guys have probably seen, Andrew is officially quit on this season. So while he wasn't officially eliminated from the playoffs, he actually eliminated himself. And as for Half Squat, I guess he stays alive for another week. Yeah, not a lot to say here. They didn't want to lose. They respected each other enough to not beat the other one, so they decided to just meet in the alley and kind of just make out with each other. So it makes sense. Moving on. Schnarrs versus Brendan. Not gonna lie, I figured Brendan would run away with this after the Austin Eckler game, and didn't happen at all. And this was another one that came down to Monday night, and Joe Mixon, boy, barely got Schnarrs enough. Barely did. Schnarrs went from 0-2 to he's now even now. Do we think Schnarrs is a legit contender now that he has Melvin Gordon back? Personally, but yeah, that moves Brendan down to 1-3 as well. That's not a good look. Not a good look. Hop right into the next one. Kyle kind of beat the brakes off Mikey. Mikey is not having a year. Boy, let me tell you what. As good as Mikey is at fantasy, Mikey has always been dog shit in this league. I don't know what it is. Mikey cannot win in my league. Plain and simple. So, I guess if you're playing Andrew and Mikey moving forward, you probably know you're winning that week. As for Kyle, massive game out of Chris Godwin, McCaffrey. Goff threw for 500 and only got 20 points. Like, what are you doing, bud? But, another good week for Kyle. Even though his team is some dog shit, I don't know why he's still playing Josh Gordon, and Duke Johnson. I mean, this shit is just retarded. Matter of fact, Duke Johnson has scored double digits one time this year. But it's going to be Duke Johnson blow-up week this week. Everybody fucking strap in. What the fuck ever. I swear to God. Next, Bruner beat me. Still under investigation. I can go ahead and release the details on what was being investigated. So, as you might not know, Bruner's quarterback was Matt Ryan. On my roster is Calvin Ridley. And there was some collusion going on where Matt Ryan would not throw Calvin Ridley the ball. Calvin Ridley had 3 catches for 32 yards. It's not going to cut it. I needed like 16 catches and 284 yards and 3 touchdowns. And there was some collusion going on. And then he kept throwing it to this dude named Cooper. It was like Boston Cooper or something. I don't know. Their tight end. He's a scrub, whoever he is. So, yeah, that is being investigated still. So this game isn't official yet. It's just official. So, yeah, we'll keep it moving. Game of the week had Keith versus Bison. Bison's teams tend to do this a lot, where one week he's putting up 3,000 points, next week he's getting 0. And this was one of those 0 weeks, because Keith had one player show up in Leonard Fournette, and he still managed to win this game by 19 points. And he put up 106. Like, we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 other teams in this league would beat Keith this week. It just so happened that he played the lowest scoring team. Now we're all going to have to hear from Keith how he's 3-1. This should be fucking great. So, yeah. That wraps up the review. While I have you guys here, let's hop into the standings real quick. So everybody's up to date. So, on the strong side division, Kyle sits in first at 3-0-1, followed by now Schnarrs at 2-2, followed by third place Andrew at 1-2-1. So that tie keeps him in the mix. And then tied for fourth, fifth, whatever you want to call it, Brendan and Mikey sitting at 1-3. In the left side division, we have me and Keith sitting at number 1 at 3-1, with me holding the tiebreaker for beating that ass. Hashtag Happy Tarico and Appreciation Day. Third in the division will be Bison at 2-2, and then Half Squat and Bruner. Side note, Bruner, also congratulations on your first win, bud. Get fucked. Half Squat and Bruner sitting at 1-2-1. What are the chances 2 people would be tied in a division with a record of 1-2-1? Some of the shit, that's like putting $10 million on green and roulette. That's fucking crazy. Your leader in points for is Bison. Surprisingly enough, he is 29 points ahead of Kyle. Who's allowed the most points? Yikes, Brendan by a lot. Goodness. Giving up 555. Evan Ingram can't help your defense, clearly. All right, boys. That's going to wrap up the review. I'll give you the preview later this evening. And, like and subscribe. And, yeah, that's all I got.